What is up, YouTube? Tool tuber of the world. My name is Brad. Welcome to the workbench, and today we're gonna look at all the damn work tools I gotta lug around. These need a little bit of reorganizing, so I figure I'll let you take a look at it. Guys, so the first bag is a bag I carry most of my stuff in, or the stuff I use most often, and it is a Klein Tools bag. I have a very ghetto camera rig up right now because, well, I don't really have a reason. Because I'm cheap. And my little camera holder thingy, this thingy broke, and that light sucks. So don't buy one of these setups. They suck. Just get a tripod. Anyways, we're going to talk about my tools. Yeah, let's just dive into it. I'm going to put you in this shitty little camera rig, and we'll just kind of pull out the tools one at a time. The reason I use this Klein bag here is because the job I'm in now in the Oilfield is a much rougher job. Wet conditions, so this bag does have the hard rubber bottom. It's just a lot more sturdier, which is needed out here. I do a lot of different things for the company I work for. Somehow I fell into a fabricator type position. I do a lot of welding, but I definitely don't call myself a welder. I can stick metal together, but it's very ugly, so I just like to call myself fabricator. It's easier that way. The first thing off, tool I use a lot when I'm in the shop fabricating, is this 16-foot Stanley. It's the old school, just the regular power lock. 16-footer, perfect size for what I need. The old school Craftsman flathead. I really have liked this as a Williams 10-inch crescent. Like the feel of it. The Quinn needle nose are still holding up. Found this, and it's like it's a broken file is all it is, but it comes in really handy. And we got soapstone, automatic punch, pen, 6-inch Empire combo square. I've really enjoyed using. Now these are my main bag because I have recently gone out to the field and I've been doing quite a bit of electrical work. And more soapstone, cobalt, little bitty crescent. We have so many of these for the angle grinders around the shop, but people never put them back. So I just went ahead and stuck one in my tool bag. The Klein, this is the 10-in-1 heavy duty. This I don't normally carry with me, but since I was coming out to the middle of nowhere, it's got a ton big silver and deeming bits, spade bits, union bits. This is a Walmart hammer, and I love the shit out of it. It's 2.5 pounds, little bitty handle, 24-ounce dead blow / brass hammer, and it was $4 at Northern Tool, and I used the hell out of it. Channel locks, of course. The old beater Stanley, you've seen that before. Long round Nicholson file, shorter round Nicholson file, higher, what do you call these? Spirit level, torpedo level, pretty good magnets. Wish they would have put a third in. Klein cable cutters. And I can't speak highly enough about these Doyles with the angled heads. Any other pair of angled head dikes I've come across, Klein and I think Ideal make them. I think they're like $30 to $50. Really happy to see Doyle make the angled heads. You use these ones, you'll never go back. Cold chisel, backup DeWalt knife that I actually really haven't even used yet. Has some the quad wrenches you've seen, a little 1/4-inch drive, Pittsburgh, pass-through sockets, a couple crow's foot sockets, long extensions, big ass extension that's magnetic now because it was on the bottom of this 4-inch bowl, Empire speed square, random wire nuts, vice grips, snap ring pliers, and urea. I don't know where these came from. I think these are Eklund. I don't think these are Klein. Allen key set, scraper, and a tire chuck. I almost forgot. Another cold chisel way down in the bottom. And a wet tool bag isn't complete without a random piece of steel plate at the bottom of your tool bag. Now let me organize this back and we'll go to the next bag. I just want to show you a little tip that I do a lot of. Instead of putting your pliers in your pockets like this, let's say like that, and you can only fit one pair of pliers in there, just stick one edge of the handle in and you can fit a lot more shit in your pocket. So the next bag up is the big Husky, and it's a rolling bag, like a piece of rolling luggage, and I kind of didn't like it at first, but since I use this to store a lot of my bigger, heavier tools, it really comes in handy. I don't take this bag out of my truck often, but when I do need to, it sure is nice to roll it. So I'm gonna leave this bag on the floor and we'll start pulling tools out of it. Bigger Milwaukee tape measure. It's okay, nothing fancy. Safety glasses, always got to carry around some caulk. Smaller channel locks than in the other bag. Cobalt alligator vice grips or needle nose vice grips. I got a bunch of electrical tape. Shitty old Craftsman clamp meter that this thing just won't die. Alright. Serrated razor blades. Ticker. Snips. These are commercial electric. I'll tell you about that brand here in a little bit. A little SK stubby that I found for 50 cents at a pawn shop. Another little stubby, I don't know whose brand it is. I don't know why I have these, because I never deal with Romex. Bigger Husky vice grips, which I really don't like these that much. It has this weird thingy here that I just haven't quite figured out how the lock works. I don't know. I thought vice grips were just fine the way they were. Commercial electric nut drivers. All the commercial electric stuff, I know you've probably heard me talk bad about it. The company gave me this stuff. Electric work is definitely not my main role, but I do it. It's a good set if you're not going to be doing electrical work often. It gets the job done. Big old Wiss shears. 18-inch Proto, if you can read it. Milwaukee Cobalt bits. These are pretty sweet. Definitely recommend Milwaukee Impact, not the Big Daddy, but good enough for a lot of the shit that I come across. Milwaukee Drill, Milwaukee Impact. Alright, so we still have a good ways to go in this bag, so we're gonna just kind of shove this. More Milwaukee bits. These are okay. These are pretty good. Their nut drivers to go in a drill are excellent. Big Daddy 3/4 inch drive. Gear wrench. Ratchet. Definitely fine tooth. Big ass fake Knipex Cobras that I found at Tractor Supply. Another Milwaukee set. This one's pretty good. I don't like these smaller bits like this, but these longer ones, they do pretty good. I do keep all these commercial electric screwdrivers. It's a 6-in-1 or a 5-in-1 cabinet tip. I do bring out the commercial electric stuff whenever we're working in a lot of mud or nasty conditions. I don't want to mess up my own personal tools. So I guess they really do have a place. If you're going to be screwing up your tools and working in muddy, rainy, nasty conditions, bring out your shitty tools. Snips that look like they've rusted away. Insulated commercial electrics. Channel lock linemans. I'm sure you've seen those before if you watch Shitty Dykes. I've been pretty happy with is a Cobalt Flex Head 1/2-inch drive. Price $72. I don't know. And more shitty commercial electric. And that's it. I mean, some Sawzall blades. This is going to take a little while. I'm going to pack this up and go to the next bag. Man, that looks so much better than it was. This doesn't need any reorganizing, but I figured I'd let you take a look at it real quick. It's a nice little set, and this is definitely something my work bought me. But it's a DeWalt set. It's got your Allen, your L keys, standard and metric, couple wrenches, standard and metric. This is what I like, all your Allen sockets, some torque sockets. I wish they would have went up to 3/8, but they stop at 5/16, I believe. Take off a little cover and goes all the way up to 1 inch and 24 millimeters. It does skip a few sizes, I believe. You know, I'm not gonna go completely through it, but it's a nice little set. I don't know where this 1/2 inch drive ratchet went. It was gone when they gave me the set. I'm not sure how much this thing cost, but it's definitely holding up so far. And then this bag here, this is my welding gear. So corner clamp, face shield. Here, I'll pull out my welding helmet. There's the Blue Flamer welding helmet. Like I told you before, I'm not really a welder. I just stick metal together, and I really couldn't tell you if this is a good brand or not, but it's done the job for me so far. Auto darkening. Yeah, I like it. And then knee pads. You know, hopefully one day I'll get a raise. They're little leather thingies I can put over my sleeves. And then just some basic bare bones welding gloves. That's about it as far as my exclusive welding gear. Hope y'all enjoyed the little mini work tool tour. They've hooked me up with some good tools, some shitty tools. I've brought some of my own just because that's what I prefer to use. All in all, this setup allows me to do about 85 to 90% of the work I need to do, whether in the shop or out in the field, rigging up a unit. We're troubleshooting a unit, or running a unit. Go down to the comment section, talk shit about some of the cheap tools I got. I buy my tools to put food on the table. I'm not going to spend my life savings and put us in debt and take food off of the table. Everything I've shown you here has definitely proved itself. If there was a tool in here that didn't, I'll let you know while we were going through it. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace! Just as a bonus to you guys that stuck around, this is one benefit of working out here. I'm in New Mexico right now, and this is some beautiful country. I'll stop going down the Leafs Road and let you see a couple more good views. The one thing that sucks is you are in the middle of nowhere. 90% of your work out here, but it's a lot better than being in the city. I've worked all over the place. I've worked Pennsylvania, southwestern Pennsylvania, West Virginia, western North Dakota, West Texas, East Texas, and it allows you to see a lot of wildlife. Working out here in the oil field, seen lots of coyotes and deer and elk. I've even seen elk. I've seen bear. So even though, you know, I complain about the long hours and the time away from home, 80 to 100 hours a week for 4 weeks straight before you get a break, it's rough. You miss your kids, but damn it, I would not trade this for sitting behind a computer in an office. Except for when it's raining or snowing or I'm freezing my balls off. Then I'm pretty jealous of everybody that gets to work in a nice warm office. This is about the last good view. Y'all have a good one.